So, what is like the first memory of everyone in the group that you have?
First memory?
Yeah.
I don't have a memory like that, you know. You're asking me to go like, you're asking me to.
Oh, I think your first memorable memory then.
But it's, I mean, so I know everyone through different capacities. And so like, Ant-Man was always that mysterious, like, yo, cool, gone. Like, he wasn't around for long. But I'd always see him and it'd be cool, but I just never knew you enough. That was how I saw you. I didn't see you, it's weird. I knew you was part of the Mandem, but I didn't know how or what. Do you get what I'm saying? With T, I met you, I was running for councillor. Got to knocked on T's door, I was like, right, that food smells good, man. I'm there canvassing, like, would you be interested in joining the Liberal Democrats? And we got talking for like 2 hours. But I'd met you before then, didn't I?
We had
In
seen
some
each other,
like
we had seen each other in like
in some
different
events and
capacities
stuff.
yeah, but we never spoken before.
But it's just mad how we all had different perspectives. Like we all grew up in the same area, but we had really different. Because I find that I got to see two sides of the coin, like the really dark side and then the really light side. So because I was floating in organisations, going into the community thing, doing the projects, and then on the other side chilling with the Mandem, and then just seeing like shootings or guys getting thrown off tower blocks and shit like that. It's like, it's mad. That's the extremes though.
No,
Do you get what I'm saying? And we don't even like, remember that day when the person got thrown off the tower block and we just saw the body and he was all bent up and shit. I was like, yo, and you as casual, yeah, they just stabbed him and threw him off. I was like, this ain't normal, bro. Like, now I think about it, like, this stuff ain't normal. Or like people shooting guns. Literally, we're walking and the elders are shooting guns, or like, it was crazy at them times. But it's interesting that we all was in that same environment, but we had different experiences, or we saw things in a different way.
Yeah.
It's a bit mad. But yeah, I think for my, like with you, it was positive. With you, it was just unknown. With Bash, it was a mixture of like, because we were the vibers basically, so we created the vibe. My phone was like a trap phone, but for vibes. On a Friday, I would get like, yo, Rhymes, what's the motive tonight? Yeah, there's this, there's that, there's that. That would be the vibe every Friday. I would get the call. And it's weird because we had a big influence in terms of helping people to enjoy themselves. So when we used to go to raves before, it used to be bare man up, but then as time went on, it would be like bare man, but also bare girls.
Yeah.
And then we're also walking into the club and we're dancing rather than man are like.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying? And so I think we had a bit of a positive, and in terms of like the whole events, we'd always do some type of events or something. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to engage people. So naturally, yeah, it was interesting. But then you saw, I was always aware of like the other side that was going on. But it's weird. It's never impacted.
I think for me it's a bit different because I think I've had isolated times with each and every one of you. Because like I said, I've been a floater from a long time, and there was many segregated groups. Jay's probably the longest person. Jay's probably the longest person that I know here. And that's just my homie from way back, like from proper small. And know each other's families and stuff, so I couldn't really give you an earliest memory like that. T, our parents our mothers are like, they're like family in themselves, so me and T used to cross paths all the time, family functions, and I didn't even know she lived on this estate, to be fair.
That's mad, isn't it?
I
That's crazy.
When we found out, it was like a
Yeah, I always called T at family functions, so I didn't know she lived on the estate. So that in itself was the next thing, and is probably the last one for me to meet, but the most interesting, because when I don't know if this is when I met Anne or or if this is my earliest memory, but I can't remember a time before this. And had idols, yeah. Like Ant had idols. Imagine. He would never admit to that now. He doesn't have them anymore, but he had idols, yeah. That was formerly a hip hop duo group, yeah. And they went by the name of Criss Cross. And if you know what Criss Cross were they were good musically, but if you know what their style was, they used to wear their clothes backwards, like back to front, everything, hoodie, back to front, everything. And when I met Ant, he had his clothes on back to front, like every. I don't know why he side-eyed me like this. He had all these clothes. Like I swear, this went on for a minute. It wasn't just one day. Like
propaganda.
No, this went on for a minute.
He's worse than the Pilgrim.
He used to walk around with his clothes dressed back to front, and that's how we met. And he was musically gifted because he was an MC at the time as well. So then
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Somebody's got no memory.
No. But this is the experience that I've had with each one individually, and because Ant and I'm younger, innit? So I'm younger than all you lot. So because I moved through the different groups. When I moved with this side, like Ant's side of things, I moved with them lot because I was quite close with them lot. Obviously, I met Ant through like that, without dropping their names. I don't know if that's how weird the way I said it. But then they used to spit and stuff, like the community centre, and they used to spit and they were hard. So obviously that makes sense why he loved Criss Cross so much. But yeah, so that's how I met Ant, and he was good. I'm trying to think if I can remember any of his bars still.
Oh gosh.
Alright, stop it.